What up, y'all? This is your girl, Key. Thank you for kicking it with me. This message is for my fixed placements. This is what you need to know when it comes to your healing journey, or kind of where you're at on your healing journey when it comes to your shadow aspects. This is a reading that I do offer one-on-one sessions to. It's called Healing Me. You have two options to either get it via video, or you get to FaceTime and have one-on-one sessions with me. That's the only reading that I have FaceTime sessions. Other than that, definitely go check it out. It's on my website. There is a sale right now for it. But we're gonna get into it, fixed babies. This message is for my Aquarius Taurus Scorpio and Leo placements. Sorry, but we're gonna get into it. So what's your guys' overall energy, being all paths lead home and child of the cosmos? What I'm getting right now when it comes to your guys' healing journey, your shadow aspects, a lot of you are in this energy where you're coming into one of self, where you're starting to understand who you are and what you're trying to become. With all paths lead home, it talks about intuition, turning your gaze within. A lot of you are starting to see that you had all the wisdom, the knowledge, for what direction you're needing to go in. And I feel like a lot of you, this point in your journey, you're having to listen to you. You're having to trust you. You're having to know that you have the inner guidance and the wisdom to continue to push forward. Especially with the child of the cosmos, this says the intelligence of the universe lies within me. A lot of you are starting to realize that you are the oracle. Everything that you went through in the past is about to be changed. It's about to be changing, not just internally, but physically. I feel like a lot of you are going through a lot of internal changes where your heart space is definitely opening up. If you see where the little beam of light is, a lot of you are finally opening your heart up to the changes that a lot of you have been praying for, a lot of the changes that you have been asking for, which is pushing a lot of you to realize that you kind of were the blockage to your own growth, to your own healing process, to your own journey, due to the fact of, fixed babies, I'm sorry to say, y'all don't like change. Y'all fear change more than any other sign because y'all are used to sticking to a routine. Y'all are used to having set certain things, and it stems from, for a lot of you, your environment, how you were raised. Could have been, who were your main providers and how they taught you how to, I keep hearing survival for a lot of you, how to survive. And a lot of you are starting to see that survival mode that you are always in, it has been like blocking you from the things that you want. Especially with the lesson, with your guys' overall lesson coming out as the growth in reverse. So a lot of you are starting to see how you give a lot of your power away to people, or how you place a lot of things that you wanted, or people. You place a lot of your self-esteem and your self-worth to get validations from those around you. And a lot of you, are starting to see that you don't want to be that person no more. And I feel like your guides are teaching a lot of you how to honor and treasure you. A lot of you, this part of your journey is treasuring yourself right now. Putting yourself first, learning the power of no, learning that it's okay to show up for yourself. It's okay to tell people how you feel. It's okay to let certain people go in places, removing yourself from certain environments. Because a lot of you had a one-track mind. And like I said, I feel like for a lot of you that stemmed from, a certain parent that you had, or a certain guardian that was helping raise you. Whenever they were going through it, they were always so focused on stability or trying to provide. And I feel like a lot of you are starting to see that plays a big role in your life, on how you communicate, or how you express yourself, or how you receive love, or how you receive support. A lot of you are starting to see you keep yourself closed off from the changes in the people that you say you want in your life, which is leading you guys, like I said, with your overall lesson being regret. I know that I can't change the past. And one thing about fixed signs, you guys struggle to let go of the past. And this part of the journey, a lot of you are going through kind of like this. Some of you are probably going through some type of isolation, or some type of, period of where you're wanting to be alone or wanting to separate yourself. And it's because a lot of you are having to reflect on the past. A lot of you are having to reflect on situations where you didn't show up for yourself, or where, you did things out of shame or out of guilt, or how, you didn't take certain risks for yourself. A lot of you are in this energy where you're purging right now, not just purging solar plex wise, purging sacral wise. A lot of our trauma is stored in our sacral. And I feel like a lot of you right now, your lower chakras, You probably could be having stomach issues. Some of you could be having back pain. Others of you could just be feeling ungrounded. It's because your guys' lower chakras are purging: your root, sacral, and your solar plexus. Those are your 3 important ones. I always say if your 3 ones are not aligned or, are balanced, that's like your legs coming up underneath you. And I feel like a lot of you are starting to see that your legs are coming up underneath you. So you're needing to really reassess, reevaluate, and reflect right now on, certain past things when it comes to how they still affect the now, or the certain things that caused you to not want to take a leap of faith or make certain changes in your life. But Spirit is showing you guys that you have to show yourself grace and compassion at this time, where you're having to change your perspective. One thing about you fixed signs, when your mind is set on something, or when you're set in your ways, it's hard for sometimes for you guys to change due to the lack of proof or evidence, or of knowing things are going to go in your favor. A lot of you fear the unknown. And like I said, that's like a lot of you are having to acknowledge, feel, and understand where that comes from, so that you can understand why this pattern is happening, or why this, karmic cycle that you're in within yourself is causing you, this turmoil within. And I do feel like right now, a lot of you are starting to realize that your intuition has been blocked. And that's some of you, and not even just your intuition, your crown chakra. You've been holding on to doing things a certain way that like I said, the shadow aspect that you guys are learning is narrow-minded, is your overall energy. It says you have a limited outlook or perspective and thoughts. What makes you think your thoughts are solid gold? And that's where a lot of you are starting to realize is that the way you see things is not the same way other people see things. And sometimes you have to be open to, step out of your comfort zone and, use what other people or hearing what other people are saying to you or giving to you, finding ways to make adjustments and seeing how certain things can help you open your mind. I do feel like a lot of you, that third eye is definitely trying to open up, because I do feel like a lot of you have outdated thinking. You feel like you have to be at a certain place in your life to, be in a relationship. Some of you feel like you have to you're supposed to have your shit together by the time you're 30. Some of you feel like you have to be in a certain type of career field to, to be happy and fulfilled. A lot of you are starting to see those self-limiting beliefs that you have been keeping you stuck and unhappy with certain people, certain environments. So Spirit is really wanting you guys, I heard ego death. Some of you are really going to be going through a humbling moment at this time, where you're going to have to see that the way you do things is not always the right way, and it's not always the beneficial way for yourself. Sometimes you have to be willing and open to different possibilities and opportunities when it comes to things that you say you want, or things that you say you want to have for yourself, or you want to do. Are you actually taking that leap of faith? Are you getting out your own way? Are you being vulnerable the way you would like other people to be vulnerable with you? Which is causing a lot of you right now to really focus on setting boundaries. With the shadow aspect, Spirit saying boundaries, develop healthy boundaries to make sure you are emotionally and mentally stable. It is okay to say no. And that's confirmation where I'm saying for a lot of you, you guys are in this energy where you guys are probably cleaning a house. And not only are you cleaning house within, you're cleaning house with other people around you, or just in your environment, where you're teaching to be more disciplined with the boundaries you're needing to set, not just with other people, but within yourself. Telling yourself, learning to show up for yourself is a boundary. Learning when to say no to things, knowing when to, am I emotionally available to these people? Do I have the mental space to help other people and give advice? A lot of you are in this energy where you are probably getting tested with things from your past, tested with people around you, tested on your resources. Because I do feel like a lot of you fixed placements overgive to people that are not grateful for your help in their life. A lot of you use it as validation to feel secure within yourself. If you place a lot of your self-esteem and your self-worth on helping others, and you don't get the recognition and reward back from yourself, that means you don't appreciate yourself. And you also have to question your motive on why you're helping people, is what I'm getting for a lot of you. And that's what's coming in when it comes to boundaries. And some of you are having to actually really, really reassess with yourself when it comes to being selfish. It says selfish. You are wrapped in your own desires. Try looking at and caring about about the needs of others. So some of you are in this energy where you're starting to realize, because of your past of people taking advantage of you, or things, your heartbreak, or people causing you pain, or you causing yourself pain, you're in this energy where you feel like it has to all be about you, and things have to go your way. So Spirit is saying you are really having to really sit and address yourself on kind of like, why are you in the need to take so much? What in it? Who taught you that? And I feel like for a lot of you, it stems from the fact of, the pain that you have went through in the past. So a lot of you are like, I got to get mine before they get theirs, or before I get taken advantage of. And that is where you guys are coming from, an ego place where your solar plex being closed. A lot of you do this out of a protective mode to defend yourself, or to not be so vulnerable and open of like, well, I got mine first, so I got the win at the end of the day. But that is being selfish, and you are not only hurting yourself, you are hurting people close to you when you do that. So Spirit is wanting you guys to step outside of yourself when it comes to how you view things and people in your life. I do feel like a lot of you were holding on to, not healthy people, and you picked up their patterns. And now when you are trying to manifest people who are soul aligned with you, you're starting to see the things that you didn't like in those people that you're trying to get rid of, you are doing to the people that God's been trying to send to you. And I always say this quote to people, you can fumble valuable people, and valuable people are more important than money and stability. Because the people that you are bringing into you are the ones that can help you upgrade your life, can help you grow, and can help you sustain some type of help you network to things that you want for yourself. So a lot of you are in this energy right now where you're just having to see your selfish ways and see where they come from, acknowledging where they come from, and releasing those patterns, changing them with healthy ones. But I do feel like a lot of you, it's just your thought process, how you view things, how you see things. A lot of you, it's your belief system. A lot of you are starting to see that your belief system does not align with who you are now and where you're trying to go. A lot of you, your morals and values are changing, and you have to be okay with that and show yourself compassion and grace. And I do feel like some of you are in this energy where you have to understand that you're not alone with loneliness. I know that I'm never alone, because I do feel like a lot of you feel like, because you had such a rough upbringing, or you just been through so much that you feel like you don't deserve good people around you. But I'm here to tell you, a lot, even though some of us might not be the best people, we still deserve love. We still deserve some grace. We still deserve some compassion. But that starts with giving it to yourself. And I feel like a lot of you, once you understand that mental programming that you have, reprogramming your mind. And I do feel like for a lot of you, a way to address these mental programmings that have been installed on you, a lot of you are having to look at the man and the woman in the mirror, which is, I like to call it's mirror work, where I say this to my clients who get this. One thing I had to change to myself, because I had low self-esteem. I had to write affirmations about myself, so I had to keep speaking it into life in me, so I can start believing that. Now y'all can't tell me I ain't a bad bitch. Y'all can't tell me I'm not going to be successful. And you can't tell me that my hard work ain't going to be paid off. So I feel like for a lot of you, find a mirror, or find a door where you can place sticky notes every day that you walk through, in and out. Say it every morning, every time you go before the bed. Say some things. For a lot of you, I'm open to change. I'm receptive to the unknown. I love myself unconditionally. I'm successful. I'm powerful. Those type of things. Say those things to yourself, and I'm telling you, the more you say them to yourself, the more you're going to start believing your power. And I feel like that's where a lot of you are in this energy, where you're starting to see that you are the oracle. You are the tool. You are the powerful being that you've been looking for. It's always been within you. And a lot of you at this time are very much protected. With the Star Brothers, it says protection, loyalty, safety, trust. A lot of you are in this energy where you're starting to see that you have to protect you and your energy in setting boundaries with others, but you also have to be loyal to yourself and loyal to those who are showing you or helping you. And also loyal to your healing process. A lot of you, sometimes when things don't go your way, you revert back to your toxic patterns and habits. And Spirit is really wanting you to address why do you do that. So this is what I'm getting for you, fixed babies. A lot of you are being cracked open right now, where you're having, like I said, a lot of you are having to reflect on past memories and past thoughts that you still hold on to, and understanding why certain things happen, so you get a new perspective on, like, oh, this is what it was supposed to teach me. Because that's what we are here in life, here to experience things, here to learn from things. Something you have to make certain mistakes so you don't make them again. But you have to ask yourself, what was I here to teach me? What was this person in my life here to teach me about myself? Or accept within me that that I'm not seeing within me. And that's where a lot of you are at right now. So let's pull an advice card for you fixed placements. What advice do you have for fixed placements when it comes to shadow work? All right, so your guys' advice card is New Moon and Aries, go for it. So a lot of you are getting a new beginning with the go for it. This is the Ace of Wands. This is time for y'all to take action. This is time for y'all to stop selling. This is time for y'all to know your power and have confidence. Aries is all about confidence. If you know an Aries, they come off as cocky or arrogant, but it's because they are secure within who they are and who they are becoming. One thing about an Aries, you would never know that they have insecurities, because they come off as confident. And I feel like for a lot of you, Spirit is wanting a lot of you to have more confidence in the changes that you're making, more confidence in yourself, knowing that you're making the right decisions and changes. But a lot of you at this time are, like I said, you're being told to, with the new moon in Pisces, to tune to the divine. So a lot of you are going through spiritual ascension, spiritual awakenings, and Spirit is saying, pay attention to the messages that you're getting. A lot of you, your intuition is definitely leading the way and then opening up. And a lot of you are going to start understanding that you should have trusted yourself in the past, and that is okay that you didn't trust yourself back then, because you trust yourself now. A lot of you, some of you are also needing to go by water, and being out in nature is definitely going to help you guys get into clarity and realizations that you need at this time. But this is what I'm getting for you, fixed babies, on what you need to know when it comes to your healing journey. I hope this resonated. Comment, like, share, retweet, follow my other pages. Other than that, thank you guys. Have a good one.